Stop dropshipping and start doing this. 80% of the make money online space for beginners is in the dropshipping business vehicle. Now, 1 in 20 dropshipping businesses succeed. That's an appalling success rate. And you know what? The market is designed to give you results like this. Not by the way the business vehicle works, but by the way it is taught to beginners today. For those of you that just tuned into this video, my name is Shav and I've been in the e-commerce space now for over 5 years. I've started my marketing agency that focuses solely on growing e-commerce sales. Not post, not social media, but sales alone, where rubber meets the road. I've partnered with e-commerce brands and generated millions and millions of dollars, whether it was in women's fashion, men's fashion, accessories, jewelry, healthcare, nutrition, you name it, we've generated tons of sales in these niches. So I'm not just someone that had a one product store and was successful. We've generated money in multiple different niches. And today we've partnered with some big e-commerce brands. I have my own stores and we're doing very well in the market today. Now, based off my experience, I'm going to show you what creates a successful e-commerce brand in the dropshipping space and what separates them from the failures. Pro tip here, guys, is that e-commerce is taught by a very select few people. The people I know in the e-commerce game are genuine and real. However, there are a lot of people out there that have never run their own e-commerce brands. They've never even spent $100,000 in ads, but they're teaching groups of students how to make sales. And the issue comes from this. These guys may have made money in the space. These gurus online may have made money in e-commerce. However, they made their sales in dropshipping 8 years ago. Now, what I can tell you, being in the game today, what worked last week is not working today. That's how fast the e-commerce market is evolving and moving forward. If you try learning from these guys that have made money with their brands 8 years ago, you're not going to do very well today. Maybe they mean well, but they're not updating their processes. Shortly, I'm going to reveal to you how one of our students that's now a big brand today generated over $340,000 in sales last month, and how some people can't even make their first $5,000 online. And here's exactly what I'm talking about here. If you look here, this is January. You can see here $341,000 in just January alone. Now, this is quantifiable. This wasn't a one product store that became successful overnight. No, we had strategies and we implemented them. And this is what works today. You can see here, sales by channel, how everything is looking, how the month went from start to finish. This is the amount of store sessions we've had. Towards the end of the month, we started increasing our ad spend. Very interesting. Conversion rate, 4.1%. This is a beautiful conversion rate to have, especially when you're spending the amount we are on advertising. And yeah, average order value, a $43 product. This is not generally a $43 product. If the average beginner had to get in this and sell this product, you'd end up selling this product at about $90. But because of the amount of money we've invested, we have now manufacturers making these products for us on demand. All right, so you can see here, this is what we've been doing. Very impressive. And yeah, $341,000. Why is that? Well, it comes down to 5 key things. Number one is that most people online today are doing some sort of general dropshipping. General dropshipping, yes, it may have worked 5 years ago. Today, you could need to be niche down and specific. Today, the market is bigger than it has ever been before. With a lot more competition, that means there's more money than there has ever been before. However, you need to speak to your customer directly. And I am all for being niche down and creating stores based around a specific niche. So if you're targeting women is too broad. Before you could target both genders. Now just going women alone, you've got to really niche down. You've got to be okay. For example, if I had to do a women's brand, I would choose women that are pregnant and are about to give birth in the next 2 months. That's what my store would be around. Second reason here is that most beginners sell too cheap. Guys, where is there more competition? At the bottom or at the top? Ask yourself this. Is there more people online with $20 to spend on a product? Or is there more people online with $200 to spend on a product? Well, the answer is the bottom is always very saturated. You don't want to fight that market. In every business I've been in over my time, I never sold too cheap. Why? It is a cesspit. You don't want to be fighting that market. What I like to do is, In the e-commerce space, I advocate for people selling products between $50 and $150 selling price, and this is where you can break free. Ideally, you want to be selling between $80 and $150. That's the sweet spot. This is going to give you enough profit margin to cover your marketing costs, and it's going to give you enough profit margin to take something back at the end of the day. It'll also give you the opportunity to sell a higher quality product. People want you to provide value to the market. If you are getting into e-commerce or drop shipping and you think you're going to screw the market, you're going to give them some shitty product and make a high profit margin on that, it's not going to work out very well for you, my friend. And I promise you that. You've got to provide value to the market. And what that leads to is repeat buying customers. You start making money off your customers' LTV, lifetime value. Very powerful. It's easier for you to sell to a customer that is bought from you opposed to selling a cold audience. And this is why you see the magnificent success of successful e-commerce brands. Why is that? Because the better it gets in their e-commerce journey, the better it gets. Very strange thing, but if you just think about what I said there, it makes a lot more sense. Every month you're acquiring new customers, and if you do a good job and you give them a good experience, they'll buy from you next month. And if you repeat the cycle for a year, 12 months in a row, you'll have a lot of perpetual income coming in every month. And all you got to do, instead of spending on ads to acquire sales, you can just do sales with free emails every month. And this is how we've generated astronomical amounts of money in e-commerce. And number 3, and this is a big one, 99% of the people going into e-commerce today rely on a winning product. Now, if you want to ask me why people go for a winning product, it's because they are lazy and they don't understand what good marketing is. Well, sure, if you have a super trending product and you're the first one to release the product, you can have really crappy ads and you're still going to make magnificent amount of sales. But ask yourself this, how long is that going to last? In a matter of 72 hours, the rest of the market is going to catch on and then you're back to a standard product. How long are you going to be chasing trending, winning products? You will be chasing a ghost. You'll never get it right. Sell products that are evergreen and that provide value to a specific niche or solve a problem of a specific niche. Stay away from winning, trending products. Nobody cares. I always tell the story, and not to brag or boast, we generated $22,000 in profit in the first 90 days for a brand selling cookies. Cookies, guys. And I sold a 12-pack of cookies for $79, well, around that price. Now think about that. If you can get sales like that for cookies, why can't you do that with your own e-commerce brand, your great dropshipping brand? Why is that? It's because you don't understand providing value and good marketing. Number 4, listen closely here, is everyone thinks the success behind e-commerce brands come from Facebook and Instagram ads, Meta ads, TikTok ads. I'm going to tell you one thing. If you have pathetic foundations, you are not going to get sales. All you're going to be doing is paying to acquire traffic. So you paying Facebook Meta for their traffic to land on a crappy landing page with no offer, with no value in your product. You're not going to get sales anyways. So there's no point of getting into ads and giving money to these big platforms if you haven't done the foundational work. All the money in e-commerce and dropshipping is in the foundations. From 5 years ago till today, anytime I launched an e-commerce brand, I spent weeks building the foundations. You can only build up high if your foundations are deep. That's the key. And if you don't know how to run these foundations properly, comment in the comment section below the word foundations, and I will send you through a blueprint that's going to show you the foundational checklist you need to go through and how to make sure you've done that correctly before you can even jump onto the other steps. And number 5 is that they jump into e-commerce alone. And why I'm saying this, guys, is because e-commerce is a tricky path. Yes, the upside is tremendous. It doesn't take much effort and capital to scale this business, but you need to be learning from someone who has what you want, in other words, the success you're looking for, and has been where you are, and not someone that has made their money 8 years ago and now is trying to coach the business. Someone that's showing you how to run the path should be in the game with you, having their own stores, spending thousands of dollars a day on ads so that they can lead you on the right path. So be careful who you listen to online. A lot of people are coaching the business model, but they aren't actually doing it. And that's where you guys fail. That's just me telling you this to look out in the future. Who do you listen to? Remember that, guys. That's it, guys. I hope this video provided you with a ton of value and opened your eyes to the power of e-commerce. E-commerce is a brilliant business model. Dropshipping will get you into e-commerce the right way, get your brand built up well. You just need to do it well. There's a lot of money to be made in dropshipping. However, you cannot be using the strategies that people learned and did well with 8 years ago. You got to be present, doing what's working in real time right now, and you'll become successful. And remember, in the space, there's a lot of competition. To make more money than your competition or to become successful, you got to be able to do what your competition is not willing to do. If you can do that, you'll make the money in the space and not your competition. All right, guys, for those of you that are wondering and you are looking for guidance to start your own dropshipping brand, your own e-commerce brand, and you want to start earning at least an extra $650 per day with your very own e-commerce brand, click the link below in this YouTube description, and I'm going to share my free training with you today. It's completely free. You can go through the video, see what we're doing, you'll see what works, you'll see the results we've generated, and it's going to help you out. I want you all to win. I want you all to do very well, and I hope this video provided you with value. If you got some value from this video, please hit that like button, and also please remember to subscribe. It really helps the channel and it helps me make more videos like this for you guys that want to do well with your e-commerce and dropshipping stores. And I'll catch you in the next video.